So this is part 2 of the local SEO series. Yesterday's video, I actually showed you guys how to find competitors, how to actually dictate which services to actually have on our website. If I actually load up the competitor sheet here, so this is what we were working through yesterday. As you can see here, we've got a load of different service pages, and we've also got the competitors are actually ranking for those keywords. I also then showed you guys yesterday how to build the actual article, how to include questions, how to include subheadings, and how to actually craft the article that's then ready to be uploaded through to your website. So that was all part 1. If you guys haven't watched the video, here it is here. What I'll also do as well is I'll create a playlist on my channel. I'll call it probably like Local SEO 2025, and I will include all of the videos in that playlist. I actually mentioned in yesterday's video that this is going to be a 3-part series. It's probably actually going to be a little bit more as well. So in this video, what I'm going to show you guys is how to create or how to find blog articles or supporting articles. So the whole purpose of this video is trying to rank your service pages higher. So once we've actually got, let's say, all of these service pages uploaded through to our website, this isn't enough to rank in Google's eyes. We also need to create supporting articles for Invisalign, for example, or supporting articles for dermal fillers, or whatever service you're actually going for. So for example, if you're installing solar panels, you might decide to write a blog article on the benefits of solar panels. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to actually pinpoint and create those blog articles for your website. Very quickly, if you guys haven't, check out themasterminders.com. I am actually hosting a in-person SEO conference on the 27th of June, and I'm hosting a mastermind private invite only on the 28th as well. You can buy tickets at themasterminders.com. We've got the likes of Craig Campbell, Lara Costa, James Dooley, Carrie Rose, and many, many more speaking at the conference. So if you haven't already, go and buy your tickets before they are all sold out. So let's get into it, right? You're going to need one free tool, which you can get from my website, casualdash.com. The link for this will actually be in the description. It's the keyword clustering tool. This is what it looks like when you get it. All you need to do is just enter in your name and your email. You'll get the tool. Once you actually have it, make certain to click on File and then make a copy for yourself. What I'll do is I'll just name this 2025. This will basically allow us to figure out which articles are top of the funnel, which articles are bottom of the funnel, and which articles are middle of the funnel as well. And we've also got mixed as well. So if we actually take a look here, this is what like a funnel looks like on any website. It doesn't matter if you're e-commerce, doesn't matter if you're a local website, doesn't matter if you're an affiliate website. Every single website that ranks well within Google follows this standard. So you've got top of the funnel articles or top of the funnel keywords, and that's like what is sustainable fashion. A lot of people would search that. It's very, very broad, not much buyer intent, right? Then we've got middle of the funnel, and that's eco-friendly clothing reviews. I don't know if you guys can see, it's a little bit difficult on the yellow and white. That says eco-friendly clothing reviews. That would be another blog article. And then bottom of the funnel, we've got buy organic dress. Somebody that's searching for buy a organic dress on Google, that's very much bottom of the funnel. They are ready to actually purchase that product, right? So then we've got the content pipeline. So I'm just going to delete all of these out of the actual section here, and then I'm just going to look at our competitors. So there's a couple ways that we can actually come across blog articles. We can obviously take a look at our competitors. So for example, if we were lacking within the Invisalign, right? So if we wanted more Invisalign related blog articles, maybe we're position number 15 and we just want to power this page up with more blog articles. We want to show Google that we are actually a topical authority in the actual space, right? So what I would do is I would actually do site colon competitor1.com, for example, right? And then I would actually follow that up with space, then the keyword that I'm trying to rank higher for. So Invisalign. And as you can see here, right, they've got like a blog article on how Invisalign works. They've got case studies. How do you clean your Invisalign trays, right? I would actually then copy this over into my SEO content calendar. And this will actually then tell us which stage of the funnel it's in. If it's ever unsure, it's just going to say unknown, because it's very, very hard to code something like this that will be able to dictate every single article. But if it says unknown, don't be worried. Then we've got like Invisalign versus veneers. So we'll do Invisalign versus veneers. So that's like middle of the funnel, somebody that's searching that. We could do certain articles like how much does Invisalign cost? So again, this is going to be mixed, because somebody that's searching that, they are between middle of the funnel and also between bottom of the funnel as well. So if we look at this guide, if I was to dictate where they are, it's probably like somewhere in between here, in between middle of the funnel and also bottom of the funnel, which is, again, totally fine. So we'll go back to the content pipeline. We'll go through some of our competitors. So there's teeth whitening and Invisalign and composite bonding review. So again, middle of the funnel, somebody that's looking for review-based keywords. They have already kind of done their research. They've kind of done their top of the funnel research. They're a little bit more inclined. They just need to be pushed into the bottom of the funnel. And that's where the beauty of a review-based article can come in, because if you write like a really positive review about how Invisalign's so good, you've got all of these case studies, or you've got all of these case studies and reviews for the XYZ solar panel review, they're then more inclined to actually purchase that product with yourself, or at least inquire with yourself, right? So this is the whole purpose of actually creating these articles based off of which stage in the funnel they are. What I'll do is I'll find maybe one or two more. If I go back to this sheet here, right, we'll take a look at dental implants. So dental implants is another implants. How long does dental implant surgery take? So again, this is probably going to come back with being, actually no, it's top of the funnel. Okay. New tooth or new set or set of teeth in one day. Dental implants review. Again, we'll add that in. We'll do, how do I know if I need a bone graft or dental implants? This might come back saying unknown. Yeah. See, when it comes to like really long tail keywords, this sheet will struggle at times, but again, like probably like 80 or 90% of the time it gets it right. Another thing that you can also do as well is you don't need to just use one competitor. I've only been using one competitor, but we can do the exact same process for finding more blog articles with our competitor number 2. You can do this with as many competitors as you want. So if we look at Invisalign, so Invisalign myths debunked, right? That's a really good article, because again, there's probably going to be a lot of myths to debunk. What does your Invisalign treatment include? Again, this actually it's top of funnel. Okay. The difference between Invisalign and retainers. So again, this is kind of like the Invisalign versus veneers. We could actually do Invisalign versus retainers, and this would probably be middle of the funnel. That's basically what that article is. Is Invisalign available through NHS? This is going to be top of funnel. Maybe top of funnel mixed with a little bit of middle of funnel as well. 9 things to know, and 9 need to know Invisalign tips. That was a little bit of a tongue twister there. So that's top of funnel as expected. Which Invisalign brace is right for you? This might be unknown. There we go. So as you can see here, we've got all of these different keywords. The next step is to actually create a silo based off of each keyword, right? So just as a rule of thumb, what you want to make certain when you're creating these supporting articles for your main keywords, right? So these are the actual services or the main keywords, right? These are all of the pages that we want to rank for. Again, if you've not watched the video before, I'll very quickly dive in, right? So if we go to the treatments, right? These are all dedicated landing pages for each treatment that this dental practice actually provides, right? So once you've got all of these written on your website, this isn't just enough. We need to actually then create the blog articles. And as a rule of thumb, as an absolute bare minimum, we want at least 4 blog articles supporting these service pages. So what I mean by that is we've obviously got we've got way more for Invisalign, right? So we've got how do you clean Invisalign as being our first article. Then we've got Invisalign versus veneers. How much does Invisalign cost? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, what we then want to do is obviously group these together. So if we actually click on the edit pencil here, right? So we'll have as our first silo Invisalign. Then we also went into teeth veneers, was it? Implants. Dental. Right, so it's very important to actually make certain that we're tagging everything up correctly. Like you might actually end up having like 25 different silos, right? So we'll just click on done and we'll click apply to all, right? And if we actually click here, as you can see, we can now start grouping together all of our Invisalign articles. And this becomes really easy when it comes to the next step, when it comes to actually uploading and making certain that we are creating enough supporting articles. So this next one's dental implants related. This one's dental implants, Invisalign. So the rest are just Invisalign. And as you can see here, we've got all of these different sections. Now, the entire process is to go through every single service and try and find at least 4 supporting blog articles that you can upload through to your website. Now, what I would recommend, mainly from like an ROI point of view, especially if you're doing this for like a client, let's say, just focus on filling out one silo. That's probably the best goal that you can actually do, as opposed to just spreading yourself way too thin, like what I mentioned before, right? We've got 39 different services on our website. We don't want to be creating 39 times 3, which is what, over 100. 39. We'll use a calculator very quickly. 39 times. We'll do 39 times 4, 156 blog articles, right, for each of these services. We don't want to be doing that. What I would recommend is looking at, for example, the Invisalign and trying to find minimum 4 blog articles, then doing the exact same thing for dental implants, then moving on doing dentures, then doing dental implants, and so on and so forth. Because otherwise, if you're just doing one here, one there, one there, one there, you're not going to get far. You want to make certain that you really, like, as soon as you start building out the Invisalign silo, for example, you seriously give it like a good shot. Otherwise, you're just going to be running around and your website is just going to be thin overall. So now we've got all of these ticked, we've approved all of these. It then goes into the actual or the content plan, right? So for example, if I leave all of these as unticked, there's going to be nothing here. But as soon as I start ticking some of these, you might say, well, actually, do you know what? I'm just going to prioritize all of the Invisalign section, then gets moved into the actual sheet. Or you might actually say, do you know what? There's way less articles in the dental implant. I'm going to focus on doing these. And then you can obviously use this alongside the article builder that I showed you guys yesterday. Again, I'm not going to cover that in this video because it was in yesterday's video. If you want, just go back and watch the previous video. So that's how you create supporting articles. The next step is to build out location pages, right? And I've actually covered this in a video before, but very, very briefly, I'll go over this and I'll show you guys how I build out location pages or local landing pages. So this is a test website that I've actually got set up, and we're using a plugin called MPG. I have actually done a video on this before, but MPG plugin is also free to use. MPG plugin. So it's a programmatic SEO plugin, and basically what this plugin allows you to do is build out a load of local landing pages very, very quickly, all done via a Google Sheet. So what you basically actually do is you create your page or your post. If we take a look here, I actually use this for accountants in London, but since we're doing dentists, right, you just set up your actual page, right? So what I'll actually do you know what? I will completely create a new page. So we'll do dentists in, right, and we'll just save that for now. We'll come back to this in just a second. And this is what the page looks like. It's completely bare bones. Like obviously your website, it will actually have a design on it. But for now, this is just what we're playing with. And then what you want to do is basically create a Google Sheet. So you can make the Google Sheet as extensive as you want or as easy as you want as well. So if I actually go to accounting locations, right, I think I actually used like 25 different locations. It wasn't actually much. So if I click here, as you can see, we've got location, we've got the SEO friendly slug, we've got the short sentence, we've got the meta tag, we've got the meta description, and then you can also include a list of services. But you can actually populate all of this using ChatGPT. So what I'll do is I'll head over to ChatGPT, and basically what we're going to do is we are going to give it a very simple prompt, right? So we're going to do, can you give me a list of 25 locations for local landing pages around, let's say, Miami. I need the following, right, in a table format. So what we'll do is we will do location, we'll do SEO friendly slug, because that's going to go into our URL. We'll do a short sentence as well, short sentence. We will do meta tag. Oh, ChatGPT. We will also give it meta description and list free services as well, right? So we'll do all of this. My dental practice is called Cas Dent, right? Something like that. Obviously, what you're probably going to do is spend a little bit more time creating a way better prompt than I've just have. Actually spend a little bit more time on it. But this is just for the video. And as you can see here, it's given us a meta tag, meta description, list of free services, and then we're actually able to then build out 25 pages very, very easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video for a second, wait until this is actually finished, and then by the end of this video, you will be able to create blog articles, create local landing pages, and if you've been following yesterday's video as well, you'll also be able to have a list of services that you want to actually build out as well. So this is just finished generating. What we're going to do is we are going to create a new Google Sheet as well for the purpose of this video. We're then just going to copy all of this into our Google Sheet. We can also give it a name. We'll call this Dentist Miami, right? Very, very simple. We'll clean up the sheet a little bit so it just looks a little bit nicer on the eye. And obviously you don't need to do this, by the way, but I'm going to do this for the sake of this video, right? So now what we want to do is click on share at the top right. We're going to click on anyone with the link. We're going to click on editor, or actually, do you know what? It could actually you can just leave that as being viewer. We're then going to copy this link. We're going to go back into our MPG plugin, click on create new. We'll click from scratch. We'll call this Dentists Miami. We'll click on pages, and then we're going to search for the page that we actually set up 2 minutes ago. So that it was called Dentist in, and then we're going to click on save changes. Once you've clicked on save changes, this is going to reload and it's going to give you a few more options. This is where you want to paste in the list of locations for the sheet that we've just done, right? And then if you click on, what we'll do is we'll click live, we'll click fetch and use, and now it's basically went and got all of the actual rows that we've filled out. So as you can see here, it's got Miami Beach, the slug, the short sentence, the meta tag, etc., right? We can then also select our URL format. So for example, if we wanted to be really crafty, we can do, for example, locations or areas served, and then we can do this. We can do / and then we can do the URL friendly slug. And as you can see here, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me just zoom in. This is obviously just a dummy website. But as you can see, we've got the URL that is actually going to be presented. You can pick whatever URL structure that you want. Maybe you don't even want the area served. Maybe you just want / location. It's completely up to you. I'm going to keep the area served because I think it looks a little bit nicer. I'm going to click on save changes. So now that's done. What we're then going to do is we're going to head over to the shortcode tab, right? And this has got all of the shortcodes that we've been able to just generate, right? So we're going to go back to our pages and we're going to click on the page that we set up, which was Dentists in. And we're going to start implementing all of our shortcodes into this page. And basically the shortcode is going to swap out every time somebody visits a specific URL. Right, so the location, we're going to have Dentists in Miami Beach or wherever. We're going to have a unique sentence as well. So we will do MPG short sentence. We'll copy this. What I'll do as well is here is the unique sentence. I have completely misspelled sentence. There we go. So obviously you can have whatever setup you want. You can even just delete this unique sentence if you really want it to, right? What we'll also do as well is we will do the meta tag. So what we'll do is we will paste this into Yoast. If we click on edit snippet, and also this works for rank math as well. I think we're using rank math. Yes, we're using rank math. This also works for Yoast as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to paste this in. Now, it does look a little bit weird, a little bit funky on the preview, but do not worry, because this page here, it's not actually the page that's going to be getting set live. It's going to be our dynamic pages. And then we're also going to do the same for our description as well. We'll just paste in our description again on here. On the preview, it looks a little bit funky. That's totally fine. We'll also do a list of services, and then we will paste in or copy in our list of services. We'll click on save here. This is going to take a couple seconds to save. And now if you take a look at this page, it looks all funky. You might be freaking out right now. But if we actually go to our page here, and if we click on see all URLs, right? If we click on all of these pages, as you can see, it's all unique content. Dentists in Miami Beach. Here is the unique sentence. Your smile is our priority, Miami Beach. And if we also hover over, as you can see here, if I hover over, you can see right at the top, Dentist Miami Beach, CasDent, which is the prompt that we gave it. Then we've got Dentists in Coral Gables. And again, if we hover over, as you can see, the page title is there. Here is the unique sentence. And then fillings, crowns, dental exams, that's the free services. Dentists in South Miami, and as you can see, unique sentence and then list of services. So that has been our video today on how to build out blog articles for our service pages, and also how to build out local landing pages at mass very, very quickly. Now, a few things about this sheet as well is if you were going to do this properly, you might decide, okay, I'm going to have, let's say, 4 or 5 different paragraphs, all to do with the actual location. You can also include iframes like YouTube videos, Google map embeds. You can do images, for example. What else could you do? What else? You've got locations, meta tags. You could do unique H1s, for example. Subheadings, questions. You can really go to town on this. Like, this is like a very, very lazy approach if you're just going to do just these sections. Like, what you would probably want to do is have like 10 to 15 different sections, and then all the pages will be like super SEO optimized, and stuff like that. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. And as always, if you guys do want a growth strategy call for your website, check out casualdash.com. Maybe you're struggling with SEO and you just want to outsource it to someone. Head over to casualdash.com, fill in the form, and I will be in touch. Thank you for watching.